afroradio.net. Welcome to the first program of Food for Thought, where we will be showing you how to throw together a very quick turkey curry. It's a great recipe for busy and harassed cooks this time of year, and I think also it's an annual conundrum what to do with this large turkey carcass that very often has a lot of meat, a lot of stuffing, and we're all a little bit tired of it. This is very fast, very easy. Please stay tuned. It's only going to take 10 minutes and we'll have a curry for you in less than that time. So, I'm just going to talk you through the ingredients here. We've got 3 sliced onions, roughly chopped, 1 yellow pepper, 1 carrot, and 2 small cloves of garlic, roughly chopped again. Don't be too fussy. You've done enough cooking already, I'm sure, so don't get stressed out about the size of things. Once again, this is just the leftover bits of turkey. We've got breast meat, thigh, leg, little bits of wing, very roughly chopped again. 3 sliced tomatoes, and then our spices. Very simple. 2 teaspoons of medium curry powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. So there are ingredients. We're going to start with our pot here. I've been heating the oil. I just want to tell you a couple of things about frying onions. It's really important when you're making curry. First of all, the oil should be quite hot. You add your onion. Good sizzling sound. And just give it a little stir. There's a piece of carrot in there, don't worry about it. One of the things about onion is it really affects the flavour of your dish. So you want to get it brown. This will caramelise the onion, it will give this deep sort of nutty flavour to the curry. It will also give the curry a lovely brown or golden brown colour. So really important to saute your onion properly. Here's the chef's tip. Never, ever, ever stir the onion, maximum maybe 3 or 4 times. The more you stir the onion, the more moisture it releases. So really what you want to do is you just want to keep it in the oil, and when you see it beginning to brown just around the edges, give it a gentle stir towards the centre of the pot. The more you stir the onion, the more moisture you release, and if you have too much moisture, the onion won't brown. So, easy. So once again, while that's sautéing, I'll just talk you through what we're going to do. The onion is going to be sautéed first. When that's brown, we're going to add the 2 cloves of garlic. Always with garlic, that should sort of go in. It needs to be fried, but don't get it too brown, as it tends to burn very quickly and it can give a burnt taste to your curry. Once we have brown onion, our carrot will go in, followed by the pepper. So really all you're doing is you're browning things almost in batches, beginning with the onion. Tomatoes, of course, will go in last. They're very liquid. And once again, they'll interfere with getting your vegetables that nice brown colour. So, I'm just giving a gentle stir. I don't know if you can see it, but already the onion is beginning to colour. It goes a pale, opaque colour. And we're getting nice brown bits around the edges. This is a very hot pan, by the way. Also important, it tends to speed things up, but do stay with your pot. If it's this hot, stay with your pot, because once you pull away, you'll most likely end up with onions that are too brown or worse, even burned. So I absolutely fried onions. It reminds me of when I was small. My dad used to make shepherd's pie with lamb minced pieces of potato and peas. But that's another program. The great thing about this is, because the turkey is already cooked, really all you're doing is you're just reheating. That's all. You're reheating the turkey meat in the brown vegetables, some spices, and you add some cream or some yogurt at the end to make a really thick, but kind of creamy, unctuous sauce. It's very fast, you'll see. Browning nicely there. There are different kinds of onions. I generally don't make cooking that complicated. I just, whatever I pick up in Tesco is usually good enough, as there are different kinds of potatoes. But again, I just cook with whatever comes to hand. You'll find some onions have more moisture, some have less. You just adjust accordingly when you're cooking. These are browning quite fast, which is great, because I did promise you a curry within 10 minutes. So you can see there it's beginning to go golden. We just want the colour just a little bit deeper than that, and that will really affect the flavour at the end. You will most likely have a couple of bits that will burn. Don't worry, they'll add to the flavour. So, at this stage, what I would do now is add carrot. In we go. You'll probably notice I cut the pieces quite thin. Carrot's quite a hard vegetable. It takes a long time to cook. So the thinner the slices, the faster it cooks. I put carrots in everything, from soups to sauces to stews to casseroles. They're in there usually with celery, leek. They're some of my favourite vegetables. They give an amazing flavour to things. My mum used to say, if Richard has a leek, he can make dinner, and it's true. So, our veggies are beginning to soften. Carrots beginning to change colour. Even the oil is changing colour, and it's so simple. But frying things, frying vegetables before you put them into anything, even if it's a soup, really affects the flavour, the colour. And it just takes a couple of minutes, that's all. So the next time you even try a vegetable soup, fry your onions, fry your cauliflower, get them slightly brown, and you'll notice when you've pureed your soup, you'll have a really, this wonderful deep flavour that just goes through the food. Now you'll notice I'm stirring quite a bit now because our onions are nicely browned. I don't want them to burn, but I do want the carrot to cook. So you can really start whizzing things around at this stage. All the moisture has left the onions, so that's really what we wanted. Carrot's even getting a little bit soft, which is great. So we're on schedule, I think.
Ireland's premier diversity community media. Log on to afroradio.net and listen on.
And then our peppers. You don't have to use pepper. You could use diced potato. If you're not that keen on peppers, I have to say I do like them in savoury dishes, especially green pepper. Got some really nice colours there. When you finish this dish, you can actually, if you like, remove the turkey pieces, liquidize the sauce until it's really smooth and creamy, and then you can put your turkey back in. But I actually like to taste the bite-sized vegetables. So it's entirely up to you and what you prefer. Okay, our chopped tomatoes in the go. Just as a by the way, at this point, if you like, if you have chopped fresh coriander, really nice thing to put into this. I just happen to be out today. You can put it in now and cook it actually through the sauce, or you can add it just to the end of cooking, which is actually what I prefer to do. It tends to have a better flavour. Nice aromas. Now, I've no tips about juicing a lemon. I tend to just hold it over the pot, put the knife in, and just squeeze. You can fish the seeds out later. This gives a lovely, fresh, sort of lemony taste to the sauce, and also it adds a lot of extra liquid. And on the bottom of the pan, you'll most likely notice that you have little brown bits. So just stir them up like that, because that's really going to add to the taste. There we go. I like to cook this until the lemon juice is almost evaporated. It tends to concentrate the flavour a little bit, give it a really nice citrus hit. Okay, we're looking good. Just to give you some idea, there you go, not too much liquid left, everything's a nice colour. And now you can throw in your spices. There we go, pepper, curry powder and some ginger. I don't think the brand of the curry powder matters too much. This is dry curry powder. You can actually get Hatton's curry paste, which is also really, really good. It's really aromatic and has a really delicious flavour. And if you were using curry paste, you probably, to this amount of turkey and vegetables, you would want to use 2 really generous tablespoons. So you would add the paste at this stage as well. Now you can see there, that's smelling very good, I have to say. Sorry you can't smell it. And once again, just keep stirring, because you'll notice that it does tend to stick a little bit to the bottom of the pot, so you could be in danger of burning, and I just keep the heat up. We want to do this fast. You've had enough of cooking, you've had 3 weeks of it, so let's just get it over with. Get dinner on the table. This is really good with rice, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, naan bread. I've even had it with baguette, cold at 3 o'clock in the morning. Another story. So we're just going to put in the turkey meat. And the all-important salt. I tend to like salt, so I'm pretty generous with it. Just put in a good teaspoon. Really, all you're doing at this stage now, because everything is cooked, the spices, the vegetables, the lemon juice, you're just heating the turkey through. And to this, you can see now, nice colour. You would add probably 3/4 of a pint of fresh cream. Simmer it for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until it starts to thicken. And then you can serve it up with rice. If you like, you might not. If you like, you can add stuffing. I would just sprinkle some in. It's also very good for thickening up the sauce. It has a really good flavour. Personal preference. But you can never have too many carbohydrates, right? So I suppose there's just a tablespoon there. Nice flavour. And it's got the flavour of the carcass and the livers in it. And really we're done. So you can actually eat this just like this, or as I said, 3/4 of a pint of cream with 2 to 3 minutes simmering, and you've got dinner. And
zoom to you.
Okay, so here we go. This is the end mixture. Smells good. You would just add 3/4 of a pint of fresh cream to that, pouring cream, single or double, it doesn't really matter, whatever you can get your hands on. I'm not entirely sure of the difference, to be honest. 2 to 3 minutes, simmer it, and you can serve that up over rice or with naan bread or with mashed potatoes, whatever you like. So our turkey curry. So there you go. Turkey curry. Once again, you'd be adding 3/4 of a pint of fresh cream to that. You'd simmer it for maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Really good on rice, baked potato, mashed potato. You can have it with naan bread. I'm a little bit over time, probably by 4 or 5 minutes, but still, it's not bad. 15 minutes and you've got dinner for 4. Tune in again next week for a shepherd's pie recipe on afroradio.net. Don't want to miss. Thank you. Bye-bye.